Told us weather tonight's going to be cold, and that's why the city of St. Louis now back under a code blue. Our Jordan Burrell shows us how shelters are welcoming back those in need of shelter after a few warmer weeks.
Temperatures drop below 25 degrees. The city of St. Louis is making sure people stay warm by expanding emergency shelter space, opening an additional 450 beds on Sunday on top of the standard 400. Walk-up shelters are open across the city, including Peter and Paul services.
So Peter and Paul is involved in over 400 shelter beds during Code Blue on the coldest of nights. It matters the tier, but when it starts to get cold, below 32, shelter beds are activated.
Several walk-up shelters are placed across the city, north, central, and south. The city of St. Louis making it a priority to get people inside safely.
We see a combination of factors. One of the bigger ones now that we've seen this winter that we didn't see in other winters, obviously, is the tornado and its impact. We're also just seeing all of the inflationary impacts and the affordability issues that you see. Just more and more people are falling through the cracks, and we're seeing people come in that we've never seen before.
Because of the Code 3 activation, the city of St. Louis is providing transportation to 3 different shelters across the city. One being here at Peter and Paul services. People are able to meet at the meeting point and are able to get a ride from 5 to 7 p.m.
We have north, south, central, so people can go to those rally points and come in. We usually see a couple dozen on a night like this, maybe 3 dozen. We used to have cots in our auditorium, and we've expanded and brought in actual bunk beds so we can go vertical and have more space.
Additional shelter space, including options for people with pets, can be arranged through the United Way 211 hotline. In St. Louis, Jordan Burrell, First Alert 4.